Good afternoon all, and welcome to game 93. This is the Elite Men division. In white we have Tasmania, who are going to be going right to left on your screen, and in black we're going to have Queensland A, with Tassie doing a nice strike there as he pulls it back and flicks it over to the near side, who meets up with his left forward, who then pushes it to his number 12. He's back, who then throws it into his centre, who drives it across the court and passes it to the off half, who gets nailed by Queensland forwards as they continue to drive it forward up the court. But we have a referee signalling against Queensland. We have a stick infringement. Tassie free puck. Right half takes it, drives forward, flicks it into the melee and follows it through nicely. Queensland men down and going to have a nice little scuffle on the far wall. But Queensland's got the puck and going to drive it forward. Tassie trying to keep him on the wall there, not letting him come out on the 45 drive, which they want to do. Tassie have got the puck and gone for a 45 drive of their own. This is dangerous to them, but they throw it back to their backs, but Queensland forwards trying to get around them on the outside. And underneath Tassie's sub bench now, I see a couple Tassies coming in to go for a break as Tassie have the puck right in the corner, and he tries to flick it up the wall with a nice little chip flick, bouncing it off the side wall to get to his other player. Tassie still have the puck here, and they're going to try and go forward, but Queensland are going to push him back down the wall. Tassie doing a good job to keep phase 2 hockey going as he throws it forward to try and beat him. But Queensland's going to hold them back, and Queensland needs to open the play up here. Now the sub for Tassie, nice little underbody little scoop there from Queensland forward. See Nick Hine trying to get in there and go for the goal, but the referee in the corner isn't happy, and we're going to have a gloving foul against Queensland. Fullback for Tassie taking the puck. They're trying to move it under their body and move it forward, but it looks like Nick Hine does a nice job in curling and passing it to the fullback, who then takes it and throws it back to Nick on the inside, who then drives forward a nice little channel drive through the middle of the court. He's got some speed and they're going to have numbers. He tries to chip it towards the tray, but Tassie have managed to knock it backwards, but they've got some numbers down there on the corner there. Queensland's going to try and use muscle on the back wall, but Tassie drives them out to the far corner. Referees signalling against Queensland for barging. Nice early sub there from one of the Queensland backs. The moment the buzzer went, he went for his sub. Oh, sorry, that was Marco. Well done, Marco. Got Alex Barker coming in as right forward as Tassie takes their puck and tries to move it forward. It's gone over to the far wall again. Queensland are going to try and open up, but Tassie does a nice little straight drive along the wall channel. And just moved back onto the wall by Queensland screening as Queensland tries to throw it and meet up with his forward. He's met up with Alex, and Alex tries to chip it underneath the body of the Tasmanian, and he's got another player there. They're trying to screen him across, but well done Queensland. Having better body position and good speed on the bottom. Well done Regan. Nice job Alex and Regan. Another good strike by Tassie as he does a nice swerve, but cleaned up by right forward for Queensland. And it's a nice little scuffle, but Queensland's going to try and push it forward, and they're screening to the far wall, and they tried to recycle the puck, but the referee has called up play against Queensland for gloving. Tassie taking the puck over to the wall. You see both teams trying to pick the pockets and curl and recycle the puck and keep their play on their side. Tassie trying to get a little breakup, but well read by the Queensland forward. He crashes through the Tasmanian forward line, but he's cleaned up by one of the backs who take it forward, and they're going to try and do some work here and bring it back into the middle. But Queensland are going to do it themselves. They're going to do a nice forward line switch here. Well read by the Tasmanians as he comes in and knocks it down. But Queensland have got numbers on the other side of him. We're going to drive forward here. They've got a couple players down. See the backs coming in to give him a hand. Tassie trying to screen it desperately here, but Queensland pulls it under their body and then does a backflip to try and get it back across to the other players. But, nice job by the last man for Tassie. But Queensland, number 3, has done a good job there, and he's trying to get it through, but Tassie have cleared it, and the referees are signalling. So we got an attacking puck for Queensland, with Tassie calling for a team timeout. So we've got Marco, cap number 7, as right forward for Queensland. We've got Nick Hind as the centre, and we've got Fernando as the left forward. And they got Jimmy as the fullback, and they're going to push Jack up by the look of it. And have Kai sitting back. So Jimmy will have 4 good options to drive it forward into the tray. We have Callum Rutherford, cap number 9, sitting out this game for the forward line. And I think they've got Carl Patton, cap number 4, sitting out for the back line for Queensland for this match. Team's ready. Seconds left in the team timeout. Nick dives down nice and early with 6 seconds on the clock. He's getting nice body position there. Tassie's centre screams out and nails Jimmy. A nice one as he tries to drive it forward. He meets up with Kai on the far side there. We have a referee call against Queensland. Barging. And they're going to call that one against Jimmy. So pressure off there for a little bit for Tassie. I see Sam, local player for Cairns, playing for Tassie in cap number 1, coming in as one of their forwards. Tassie's got a bit of an interesting lineup here, but nice job there by Queensland forwards, staying down to collect the puck, and then they're going to do some double and triple teams to drive it forward. They got some momentum, but Tassie have screened them over to the sub bench. Underneath their own bench, Tassie has a couple subs coming in. And they're slowly moving it up the wall. Tassie really taking advantage of that sub bench there. Queensland trying to open the play up, but as they do, we have a stick-on-stick infringement against Queensland. As it was opening up there, I could see Kai coming screaming in to collect that puck and drive it in as the off half. Tassie's puck, he goes on the 45 into the middle of the court over to the far side. Nice drive, Queensland was not expecting it. And he's made it up to halfway before he met real resistance. They're right underneath the chief referee now. As it looks like both teams are trying to get solid possession and play some phase 2 hockey, as Queensland have managed to slip through the line onto the far side wall and driven it up to about third way up the court. But one of the referees has signalled against Tasmania for gloving. I hear a box call there from Gary. As Gary takes the puck and going to try and drive it forward. They've got some numbers down on both sides of the play. Nice job slipping it past the forwards on the far side and into the lip of the tray. I think they're giving that one to Marco. We have a Queensland timeout now. So we have 20 seconds left in this team timeout. Queensland leading by 2, and Tassie playing with 9 players in the pool against Queensland's 10. Queensland was down nice and early on that one, but Tassie does a nice reach forward and pulls it back across to his right side before flicking it over. Queensland's got some good numbers down to try and intercept the nice read there by the Queensland right forward as he nails the off half of Tassie as they try to do a switch, but a referee is calling against Queensland for gloving. Nice read there, Alex. You hit him pretty well. Tassie back was down nice and early and he speeds off up the court. Queensland forwards have not been able to really shut down the free pucks from Tasmania very well. And Tassie's just gone on different directions from what they're expecting as we have another free puck for Tasmania. Nice attacking position for Tassie here. Take the puck. No Queensland forwards leapt out on that one and applied any real pressure. So we've got a nice scrum fest going on as they're getting close. They got within 4 meters of the goal there, I'd say, before Queensland screened and pushed the puck to the side. They need to get their 3-way rotation right in the back line here. See Jack getting back into position. See Alex Barker sitting in exactly the right spot. You see him dropping down there now, stopping the 45 drives, and he's able then to assist with his other forwards driving forward. Queensland's trying to bring it and keep it in the middle, but Tassie have shut it down and they're going to try and take it to the far side, but Queensland forwards are going to continue to drive forward there. Nice little push there from Regan. Alex Barker on the near side here as he picks it up, tries to pick it up from underneath his hip, but Tassie backs have taken it to the far side. Queensland have picked up possession again there, and they're going to go for another drive here towards goal. They're about 5-6 meters out from the tray, and I see one of the Tassies going for a desperate sub here. So it's 6v5 at the moment for Queensland. Tassie sub has made it back, but another one is now going for a sub. We have a Queenslander going for a sub too. Looks like it's one of the backs. As Tassie does a nice, quick, speedy drive and rips a curl around and flicks it to his other forward, who then does the same thing and drives forward again after curling. They've got some nice drives going on here and good phase 2 hockey from Tassie. That was Jimmy from Queensland going for that sub there earlier. As Queensland drives it up the wall, he's got one of the Tassie players on him, but he's still got some speed up there. And they managed to recycle the puck and continue to try and drive forward. They need to bring it into the middle a little bit quicker than that, as Tassie was able to shut it down. They're within 3 meters of the tray from the back wall as they manage to slip it around the defenders and tries to flick it, but Tassie have knocked it down and taken it to the wall. But the referee right in the corner isn't happy with one of the players. He's grabbed someone and sending one of the Tassies out for a minute. So attacking puck for Queensland, 6v5 for 1 minute. We have a minute and a half left in this half. Kai is going to be taking this puck. And Gary is going to sit back and push his other half back into the play as the Kai flicks it forward, but it landed in a bit of space. Jack's trying to get it forward here to get through to his defenders, but Tassie managed to slip it around him on the outside with a nice dolphin kick breakout here. He's got Gary coming in on him, but he curls around and flicks it back to the inside. Kai's come back and he's then chipped it back over to Gary, who then passes it to Alex on this wall here. Jack's backing him up now underneath the Tassie sub bench as they drive it forward again. We have Kai going for a sub break there, and Jimmy coming out to be left half. As Queensland tries to scoop it underneath his body for a little bit of shovel, but Tassie managed to intercept it, but 3 Queenslanders have come in to help out, and Tassie doing a nice job on the wall. Jack's trying to shovel it himself, but Tassie's doing a good job of sitting down on him. Well done, Tassie defenders there. A bit of a scramble, but you got it out, but Queensland managed to chip it and flick it and underneath the body. Nice little curl here from, I think that's Jimmy, as he flicks it. He misses the tray, but it hits the back wall, and Queensland forwards are down there, I think, to hit that in. I think that's Fernando. Referees are happy. Nah, they're going to give it to Nick. Seconds left in this half, with Queensland now leading 3-0. Both teams agreeing that they're not going to continue. And they're swapping halves. Tasmania winning the strike in this second half and going to their left-hand side. They're now going left to right on your screens. They're trying to push Queensland back here, but Kai's doing a bit of a backline switch, and he minks up with Regan, who's going to try and drive it forward with his big speed and dolphin kicks. Players moving up underneath the Tassie sub-bench. Kai needs to bring it out here and go for another backline switch, or get that 45 drive going with Marco and Nick. They managed to slip it through, but Tassie have read it well. Does a nice curl and flicks it to the side. Kai comes in now, and he tries to drive it through, but he's smacked down by number 10. Kit. It's just absolutely nailed Kai on that one, and they've been able to bring it back. Regan doing some good work here to try and get possession of the puck in the corner. Kai coming in there, not letting them lift their heads out of the corner, just as Gary wants them to. But Tassie managed to pull it back around. Gary coming in there now, but we have referees on the other court calling something up, and everybody's popped. Queensland coming through the middle of the court. Screened by Tassie to the far wall, though. Regan just sitting there, waiting for the opportunity for the puck to slip out, but Tassie are going to go for a little bit of a drive up to the 6 metre D before Queensland bring it back. They've flicked it into the middle. They're going to try it. They're 2 metres from the tray, metre from the tray. They've got numbers down. They've got a bit of a lurker going on, but Tassie have done a nice job. Kai steals and curls and throws it back across, but intercepted by Tassie and off to the wall. But a referee is going to say gloving against Queensland. Two fresh legs for Queensland, and a late sub there by, I think that's Regan, coming across for a late sub. Thanks. As Tassie drive it forward, we got Fernando coming across now to try and jump in the play here. You see him there coming in. They're backing up the other forwards as they try to bring it into the middle. Kai tried to reach underneath himself, but it's too far away and had a good chip at goal, but the referee had already called play up and had called an equal puck for gloving. Kai doing a sub now, and Gary's going in. Tassie does a quick little breakout here, and he's got some room. Gary's knocked it well underneath his body as Tassie, this next line, gets it, and they move it over to this near side, doing some nice phase 2 hockey, but Queensland forwards coming in and doing the back tackling, as Queensland have now screened it over to their own sub-bench. Taking opportunity here, a couple forwards swapping out. Even Gary coming out, Kai going back in. Jimmy doing some nice work there, keeping the puck. So you see Alex there stopping the cross line. Alex has done a little bit of a back flick to try and get it to Kai. And Kai's now trying to feed it up the wall. Referee calling. Gloving against Queensland. So we've got Kai as left half, Jimmy as fullback, and Josiah as off half. We got Regan here as the left forward, who should shoot out nice and strong, but he's dropped a little bit late, but he's still going to shoot out there and put pressure on him. Nice job sitting down there waiting for it. Kai's tried to get out and push it out. Nice knockdown there by Jimmy as he tries to get it out, but Tassie doing a good job recycling the puck and trying to drive it out. As Kai comes through and gets it out to Regan. And Regan's got a bit of a break here. He's got an opportunity, but last man shut him down hard underneath the sub-bench. Unlucky for Regan there. He would have been away if they had to let him. Tassie moving it forward now. They got it on the back wall as they're trying to bring it round. They've got a bit of an angle here. He's flicked it onto the lip of the tray. Looks like Josiah and Gary are now going to bring it out. as Gary chips it up to lead Alex onto the park. Alex is up past the Queensland sub-bench. And they're going to keep trying to drive it forward. Kai's come in there now, and he's knocked it back to Jack Daly, who's now moving it forward. Queensland's got to run. They're up to the Tassie sub-bench. I see Jimmy in there now, getting in there to be fullback. Jimmy's dived down now to try and push it up further, as one of the referees is playing advantage. Advantage over. Tassie doing a good job, taking it back. Oh, nice flick there from the Tassie. Number 10, again, Kit doing some nice work. Nice defending work here from Tassie. Recycle the puck, move it out a metre, and then curl it back around and try and find play. He's moved it to the inside. Queensland forwards might be able to take an opportunity here, but no, they've brought it back to the wall. Doing a good job. See Fernando chipping up the wall there, trying to get it forward. Tassie's scooped under his body. Oh, slipped past the Queensland back, and it's back in the corner. Nice little bit of a tussle game going on here. Lots of strength from both sides as Queensland's moved it over towards the tray. It's in the middle, and Tassie managed to scoop it past the Queenslander, who's then flicked it and knocked down by the Tassie, and he's flicked it under his body. But Jimmy does a nice recycle of the puck and thrown it into the middle. And now we have Sam taking it up the wall here. He's going to try and take it up to the bench, but he curls around after he gets hit and passes it back. Queensland forwards, nice opportunity here. Oh, last man knocks it down, but he throws it straight to the Queenslander, who then knocks it down himself. Jimmy trying to put some good pressure on here as Tassie's doing a really good job defending here under lots of pressure. See Gary coming in here to try and dig it out. Nice little bit of a back flick, but didn't really get anywhere, and Tassie going to go both ways. Fernando's dropped in the corner. He's going to try and pull it forward here and drive forward towards the tray. He's got a bit of a run on here, and nobody was down in time. Tassie was too late. And that's going to be a Queensland goal. Nice job intercepting the Tassie backline rotation. An opportunity has been capitalized. Well done, Fernando. See him sitting on the sub bench now, having some nice deep breaths as Tassie take their time out, but well worth it. Take your breaths. You did a good job, and you made it go all the way to the tray. Play gets underway with Queensland leading 4-0. Tassie winning the puck again and decided to chip it, and he's trying to go twice. He's got through two players, but looks like Gary's cleaned him up. They're going to try and drive for themselves. He's through the middle. Can he go all the way? But Tassie's managed to screen him off to the side. Unlucky Regan. They're underneath Tassie's sub-bench. Got a couple Tassie players going for a nice little break here. They're doing a good job recycling their players. Queensland, quick little jump out here, but Tassie's done a good job. That's Edward Heffer done a good job there, bringing it back into the wall. Nice angle too, making sure it goes on a reverse. Kai coming in here now, trying to dig it out, but here's that Sam O'Neill doing a good job, keeping it in the corner. Gary trying to bring it out now. Rising off the bottom as two Tassie's players. Kai coming in nicely, not letting Tassie lift his head. one of the players in the other court have kicked over one of the main cameras as Queensland tries to bring it forward here. Kai doing a push-pull and trying to chip it in, but Tassie's done a good job bringing it back underneath their sub-bench. Queensland struggling here. Maybe they should try another option and go for a backline switch. But they drive it forward on the 45. They've got players coming in to back it up from each different angle. Regan's done a nice job coming in on the back wall and tried to chip it through. And we have a goal for Queensland. Cap number 1, Regan. Nice job coming in on the wall there on the outside from the players. Tassie's got their own drive going on here as they get up into the Queensland D, 6 metre D. Jimmy doing a nice job just staying down there even though he lost sight of the puck, and Fernando's now in the corner going to hold it here. He goes for a half curl. He's got his head up looking for players. Jimmy comes in to take possession of the puck, and Jimmy's going to drive it and smash past the Tassie players. And Gary now doing a nice job coming in, and we've got Regan helping him out. We've got 3 Queenslands down underneath their sub-bench driving it forward. Here they come up to halfway, and Jack Daly's managed to pick it up, and he's got a bit of a sprint on here. Gary coming through to help out, but Jack's going to keep going. He's recycling the puck and going to chip it into the middle. Tassie coming in here to try and knock it down and back tackle, but well done there from Queensland. He's managed to pick it up on the inside and flick it into the goal. Referees agree. Goal for Mako. And we have Queensland calling their timeout now. Kai, Gary and Jack in the back line as Queensland shoots out here, but Tassie's come out with some super speed and they're going to take it to the far wall. They were about half a metre ahead of the Queensland to get to that puck. As they got some good numbers down here from Tassie, but a ref's not happy. Against Queensland, he's sending someone out. 1 minute. Sending Jack out for obstruction. And Jack's jumped back in. Chief referee is unhappy with Jack jumping back in and yelling at him to get back out. As Tassie go for a 6v5 drive into the middle. Looks like Queensland forwards have shot out nice and quickly and hit him hard, and they're going to get a bit of a push on here. They've got some speed. Queensland's got the puck. He's going to try and recycle the puck here under the sub bench. Driving forward a bit further here. Alex doing a nice job keeping phase 2 hockey running, as looks like Gary's come through and Kai's going to back Gary up. Tassie scrambling to hold him back. They got players going into the sub bench. Oh, they might try and chip it past Kai here. Gary moving back to try and cover it. Kai's going back in for some more. As they got a bit of a drive. They're up past the sub bench. They're going to come in on the angle here now. Oh, Tassie's intercepted, and they're going to bring it forward themselves. And nice recycle puck to Sam O'Neill. Sam takes it, does push-pull. He's drawn the player, and he's thrown it forward. He's then outside off forward for Tassie, doing a nice job intercepting. And they got a bit of speed going here. They're recycling the puck. Queensland desperately flicking it to the side. Tassie shoveling it under their body to bring it back into the middle. And then they're going to do a nice little curl and try and chip it forward, but knocked back by Queensland as Tassie then brings it to the middle, to the corner, sorry, and then they're going to drive forward here. Chips flicks, backs were not down. Open goal tray, and well done, Tassie. That was a good, solid drive, phase 2 hockey, and Queensland backs were not down and ready for them. First goal scored against this Queensland team. Oh, collision there is, on the free puck. Good timing by Queensland, getting out there to not letting Tassie just have all the fun. And that referee on the far side is signalling against Queensland for obstruction, and he's not happy with another player, sending someone out. I think that's Fernando. So Tassie have another 6v5 with Fernando sitting out for a minute. Everyone was down a little bit early there for Tassie. The referees had not put the puck back into the middle though. Fullback takes the puck. He moves forward. No pressure from Queensland forwards at all. And they're able to drive forward up past halfway. They've got 5 players surrounding the puck here. And luckily for Queensland, halftime was called as Tassie was screaming into the tray. And that's the end of this game. Queensland winning 6-1 over Tassie.